Hello, everybody, and welcome to the very first episode of the Wheels on the Bus podcast. Yes, the Wheels on the Bus, like the song. Every podcast, we're going to go to different places. I am a veteran teacher. My name is Kara. I've been teaching for 21 years, and I am ready to throw in the towel. So, we're making this podcast to discuss teacher woes, no matter what kind of school you're in, private, university, homeschooling, parents, teachers, custodians, anybody that works in a school setting. We are doing this podcast for us because we're in the thick of it and we want to get out desperately. So, we're going to hear from you, we're going to hear from us just about teacher life and school life. Fun. This is.
I can introduce
okay,
myself. And I'm Patrick. I am a almost 20-year veteran husband of a teacher. And so not that I've experienced it all in the classroom, I've experienced everything outside the classroom. I did do some substitute teaching from kindergarten all the way through high school. So I do have a little bit of that, but mainly mine has been dealing with school.
Because spouses, you are important too. You have to put up with us and our crazy stories and how exhausted we are when we come home at the end of the day. So this is for you too.
All the time.
And just so you know, Patrick was my substitute when I was pregnant with our first child. When I had to go to doctor appointments, he came in and was the teacher of my kindergarten classroom. So that was super fun, right?
No, it was not.
Yeah, and that's why I'm exhausted all the time.
Kindergarten was not fun, and that's probably why there's not that many guys that are teaching kindergarten.
Probably not.
Probably not. Yes, that's no, that's not for me.
So welcome to the Wheels on the Bus.
And the subject of today, where's the bus going?
Oh, it's going back to the first day of school.
That's right. School has started across the nation. Depends on where you're at as to when you started.
For some of us, we started way back in August. My school, let's see, go down the list. We started on August the 14th. That's right. We're already into our 5th week of school.
Which I don't understand why Texas starts early because, let's face it, you're starting school in the absolute hottest part of the year.
Like save some electricity, right?
Why not start
Buy
later?
an extra teacher and don't pay electricity for a month or two.
Yeah. Start in September, go into June if you have to, or cut back Christmas break. No, you still got to get it done, but
we'll figure that out later.
Yeah, it's a little crazy.
Yeah, so we've been in school almost 5 weeks, but we did, a little bit of research for our first podcast about when some of you might have started school. And Patrick, would you like to do the honors of some school start dates around the country?
Well, our nation's capital started about a week and a half after we did.
Okay.
August 25th.
Yeah.
Seattle started September 3.
Oh my gosh, what's today?
Today is September 9, so they've only been going for
you poor people.
Like half a week.
You have a long way to go. We're with you, I promise. We're there.
New York City was September 4.
Oh, gosh.
But luckily, Dallas ISD knows what they're doing, and they started August 12th.
Oh my gosh. Okay, on our next podcast episode, we're going to see when these schools end because holy moly, you people don't have a vacation in the summer. And that's part of our job, right? Is to have a summer vacation.
By the way, the last one I did was Des Moines, Iowa. They are also August 25th.
So. Okay. Yeah. All right. What happened to school starting after Labor Day? Like, okay, back when I was a kid, back in my day, we didn't start till after Labor Day, which would have been last week.
It would have been Monday, September 1. It was Labor Day.
Yeah. So we would have started on the 2nd. What happened?
I don't know.
Do some research on that. Why did schools start?
Like I know any of that.
That's what I said. Do some research.
I want to know why schools are not stopping before Memorial Day.
Some of us do. Luckily, some of y'all don't. I'm so sorry.
My high school, we ended June 7th.
That makes me want to a little bit.
Yeah. Uh,
That's
but
awful. Well, let's go back to the first day of
yes.
school. Okay. So we're here today to talk about what have you been doing since the first day of school, whether it's just a couple of days or 5 weeks of school.
I would like to know what the most frustrating part for you has been on day one. Day one, when you go
Oh,
back to
gosh.
teaching, what is the worst? Because
Do we have to?
I know what the worst generally is for parents.
Okay.
The worst for parents is not getting the kids ready. It's not making lunches.
And we're parents, by the way, too. So
Yes.
don't we're
Yes.
in the thick of it, y'all.
The worst thing for parents on day one, without fail, is the car rider line and people not knowing how to get to school, what lane to choose, how to properly let people scissor in traffic, and God forbid, how to pick up your
Wait,
child.
how to what?
Scissor
Uh-huh.
in one car, then the other, then the other. It's amazing. It works. That drives me. I try to keep it clean. My language can get a little colorful
Okay.
sometimes with the
Okay.
metaphors, but it drives me crazy.
Let me tell you, in 21 years of teaching, this is my first year to never have afternoon drive line. Don't have to put up with it. What about y'all? Sorry.
Everybody else has to. You apparently are the only one.
I mean, okay.
And it doesn't matter if it's morning or afternoon. I'll tell you what drives me nuts about morning drive line. Okay, your child, honest to God, should be ready to go to where you shouldn't even have to stop the car.
Yeah.
You should be able to open the door and drive slowly and have them
they
roll
should be
out.
they should be able to open the door. Okay, kindergartners can open a car door.
I'm dropping our son off at high school, and these kids get out and stretch and yawn, and mom's apparently making an omelet in the front seat for them. And it's just like, get the hell out of my way. I have things to do. And it doesn't matter if it's the first day. The first day is just worse than the other days. They never seem to learn.
I get that. I'm sorry. See, I never get to take my kids to school because I work. So either they go to the same school as me or they go to either they go to the same school as me, okay, and we park in the parking lot, or they go to a different school. So I don't really have that problem.
Yeah, well, I do.
Okay, well, let me tell you about my problems on the first day of school as a teacher. As a kindergarten teacher for a very long time, and then the last couple years, I finally moved up, y'all. I went into the gym. I am a gym teacher, and let me tell you how much better life is when you're not in the classroom. Shh, don't tell
You're
anybody
not supposed
that.
to
Okay,
say that.
yes, I am. It's fine. This is the real thing, y'all.
I know.
This is.
That's what's sad.
We ain't gonna lie. We're not gonna sugarcoat it. We're in it. So for me, first day of school, for the love of everything that is holy, please teach your children what their name is. We have teachers, okay? We have paper. And on this piece of paper, there are 25, 28, however many names are on this piece of paper. And you go, Johnny Smith. Is Johnny Smith here? Jonathan Smith. Okay, he's absent. All right. Brandy Bale. Brandy Bale. Okay, she's absent. So you go through this whole list of like half your kids are absent. And then afterwards you go, who are you? You go, I'm Brandy. Brandy who? Brandy what? Because there's no name tags. There's no name tags on the first day of school. Brandy. My mommy calls me Missy. Like, no, honey. Teach your kids what their real name is. Not your nickname, not your I getting mad at you name. What the hell is your kid's name? So that teachers, when we do our attendance, it doesn't take us 30 minutes to get to know everybody's name. Oh my gosh.
I thought you were going to go with the
Sorry, I'm
teach your kids how to tie their shoes.
That's late. That's not the first day. No,
that's not the first day. Okay.
That's for another episode.
Sorry.
By the way, I have to interrupt real quick because I'm thirsty. I'm a teacher and it's after hours and it's Shinerbach time. Okay,
We are not sponsored by Shiner, but
We are
we'd be
not.
willing to be sponsored by Shiner.
Shiner Bock is a dark beer. It's a local of Texas, and it is fabulous. So when I'm doing my podcast and I'm thirsty, you may see me, imbibing a little bit because that's how I, and probably most of you, relax after the day.
So, first day of school is a beer day or is it a wine day?
Oh, it's whatever you have because there's
Okay.
no time to go to the store. First day of school is like what, 14, 15 hours? Okay. Even though we're only getting paid for 8. So by the time you get to school, you got to get there like an hour early because you have to make sure that all the school supplies are put away because you had meet the teacher the freaking night before, right?
Oh,
And they all bring their school supplies the night before school starts. Who plans that? Not us. We don't plan it. So you get to school an hour early. Okay. You're setting up. You got everything ready to go. You got your cool coloring papers for when they come in, or if they're older kids, you have something for them all about me page, whatever. So you're there an hour early. Okay. And then school starts. Bring. And then all the parents want to walk their children into class and they want to hang around and talk to you. And hey, so and so, this is my kid, little Billy. But he doesn't go by Billy
You
because
sure it's not Brandy?
no, because his real name is William, but we call him little boy, whatever. What? So you spend like an hour dealing with parents. And then if you're in the smaller grades, you deal with another hour with kids crying because they've never been to school before. So that's 2 hours of your day. And then you have your attendance. Okay. So that's another hour of your day. And by then it's already time to go to lunch. But these kids have never eaten before, apparently, because they don't know how to act in a cafeteria, in an eatery setting. So you have to teach them how to go to the cafeteria and get their tray and sit down and eat it. So that's like another hour, even though you really only have like 20 minutes for lunch. And then, oh, thank God you go out to recess. Oh, but it's too hot. So you have indoor recess. So that lasts like, 30 minutes, 20 minutes, because we don't get recess anymore. And then by that time, kids are exhausted and they're crying and I want to go home and I miss my mom. And hey, okay, it happens. Fine, whatever. And then you got to do, okay, what's my name? Okay, let's trace our name on the page. Or hey, for the older kids, it's another period. Let's go to another period. Let's do another all about me page that I've done the 6 periods before. So that's like another hour. Do you get where I'm going here? It's a long ass day on the first day of school. So stop. Here we go. The first day of school is like 14, 15 hours. So when you get home, you drink whatever you have. That was the moral to my story. Sorry, it took like an hour.
Big circle to get back to have another beer.
So is it beer or is it wine on the first day of school? It's whatever you have.
Yes. Seltzers, tequila.
I'm sorry about that. But it's real, people.
This is true. Well, and my suggestion for marital happiness for the spouses of teachers
to have alcohol ready when they get home.
Have alcohol ready and, a snack, a sandwich, chips in a dip.
Well, because I didn't mention during that like 20 minutes where you're having to teach the kids how to go to the cafeteria, you don't get to eat.
Yes.
Yeah, you're not eating. You're opening shit up. And, am I supposed to say that? I don't know. This is our first time on a podcast.
Well, yeah, on a pod, technically you can say whatever you want.
Okay.
But if we're trying to speak to students as well, maybe tone it down.
Okay, I'm sorry.
However, if I have to talk about Driveline, it'll probably happen. So,
yeah. Okay. So spouses have snacks and alcohol.
Snacks and alcohol. You don't have to make a full-fledged dinner. Some people aren't as good at making dinner, and that's fine. I make dinner, but just something where, and it also, they don't even really want your sympathy. They want that snack. They want that food because that tells them that you actually care more than anything else. Just like here's a beer, here's a snack, go and decompress. And if you want to vent, great, cool. If not, why don't you go sit outside and veg for a bit.
Yeah. And then after you have your beer and your snack, it's 10 o'clock and you're ready for bed. So there you go. And then it's day 2.
And when have you stayed up till 10 o'clock?
Me? I never.
Yes, no.
I don't. No, I'm in bed.
Let's be honest here. If you're being honest, 8:30ish, it's ready for bed.
So maybe post in the comments what on your first day when you finally got home, what did you do? Did you collapse? Maybe you only had like a half a day? Okay, some of us had to work a full day on the first day of school.
Maybe they had to go home and make their own dinner.
Yeah.
You think how miserable that is.
What if if you're like single and you're a teacher and you're just starting? Oh my gosh, that was so long ago. Y'all, I was there.
But if you're
please
single,
have frozen meals.
well, no, you go to the bar.
Pizza, yeah.
You go to the bar first day. That's what you do.
Yeah.
You're like, I got to go have a margarita.
I feel for you. Oh my gosh.
Chips and queso,
Thank goodness I have a spouse. Oh.
That's right.
Because if I didn't, I would have a bowl of cereal and a beer and go to bed on the first day of school.
Okay, all right. So let me ask you this. When the first day is coming, when you're ready to go, what is it you're actually excited for? There's got to be something that you look at and you go, at least, this is cool or this is fun. There has to be something.
There is.
It's not just, okay, so what is it for you?
I've taught at elementary schools like K through 5. And then I taught in a district where my school was only kindergarten students. Like the whole school was all kindergarten. And now I'm at a school where we are pre-K through 8th grade in one campus. So I've taught it all. So I think for me is being able to, because the kids come back and they see you if you have that availability year after year. So like the regular elementary schools and the school that I'm in now, not only do you get your new students, but you have previous students walking by going, hey, how was your summer? Hey, they give you a little hug, like they missed you and you missed them. Like it's nice seeing the people that you've had before. And the district where I only taught kindergarten, after that year, they left and we like never saw them again. And it was so sad. So I do really like seeing the kids come and say hi year after year. And even if they don't really like you, they still come by and say hi. And even if maybe you didn't like them so much, you still say hi because they're there, and that's what you're there for.
And you gotta fake it till you make it.
That's right.
You don't want to be that teacher that the kids talk about.
Like, okay, y'all, we're teachers, we're educators, we're custodians, we're nurses, we are professors, we're whatever you are in the education setting. We're not doing it for the money. Duh. Hey, we're not doing it for the vacation because even on vacations, you still have PD days. PD, professional development, staff development, whatever you want to call it. Like, yeah, the vacations are nice, but that's not like, I'm going to go into teaching just so I can have vacation and I'm going to put up with all this other crap. Like, you're in it.
I don't know about that.
You got to have a really big heart
to
be
not
in
denying
education.
That. But
so it is nice to see the kids.
Yes.
Year after year.
Okay.
For real.
Fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
For me, it's weird because, I work from home and I have a teacher wife and 2 kids in school. And I go from being everybody needing something, wanting something, doing something, somebody always in my fridge, eating the food, whatever, to dead silence. Like they're gone. And you spend a couple of days wandering around like, I don't know where everybody, how come nobody's playing Call of Duty or what's going on? And then you go, this is nice. It's nice to be alone.
I'm so glad you have that time all to yourself.
I do work. I actually do work, but it's nice not to have anybody else's music.
Do you have 25 cats running all over the place around you, up stuff and down stuff and clawing on stuff and biting you and peeing on the floor and do you have that?
I have one, but it's not peeing on the floor.
I mean, teaching is like herding cats, right? Yeah, it is.
It is. But, you do it because you wanted to do it. And, day one is always that kind of reminder of all right, this is why I'm here. And then by the end of day one, you're going,
why am I here?
Why?
Why did I choose this? Why is my heart so big for children? Because right now it's not very big at all. Oh my gosh. And then first day drive line, whatever you call it, car rider line, bus line, parent pickup. So I have worked at schools where a long, long time ago, we would go outside with like our whole class basically. And so you would watch your class, and some of them would be car riders, and some of them would be the bus riders, and some of them would be walkers. And the parents would come up and get them. And then it changed to, okay, so your classroom is going to have all the car riders, and my classroom is going to have all the bus riders. And so you had to figure out how to get them to the cars, and I had to figure out, okay, well, these 5 kids are on this bus, and these 2 kids are on this bus. Like, it was rough. Then I worked for a school district where you only had car riders and bus riders. That was the school district where kindergarten was the only thing in the school, and we had like 1,000, y'all, like 1,000 about kindergartners that only went home on cars or buses. Okay, now I'm at a school where they call, like, there's this big TV screen, and they have their name pops up, and it tells them like where to go, basically. So it's super easy.
So the kids that don't know their name have to be
Or
able to
or
read.
colors.
They have to be able to read
So
the screen.
those poor teachers. But oh my gosh, first day after school dismissal takes like 2 hours. Oh, that's part of our 15-hour day for like the first couple weeks, right? I hope. I hope not. I don't know. I hope I'm not the only one that's like, we're out there and it's hot. It's so hot. And when it rains, there's no awning. You're just out in the rain. And it's the first day of school, and these kids don't know their name. They don't know what their car looks like. Like, what color is your car? They don't know. It's
I think that's a problem with society in general now, because I remember back in the old days when school let out, they opened the doors and you went out. And it was your job to find your mom or your dad
or your bus.
or your bike. Like,
Yeah.
there was a bazillion bikes out when I'm in my day, and every kid got on their bike and took off into the roads, and you knew not to go in front of the cars and to hit the crosswalks and stay on the sidewalk.
And there
go.
weren't bike helmets, and there weren't bike locks, and there weren't
Well, there were some
safety
bike locks.
shoes.
But I don't
don't know.
Use safety shoes
I don't know.
and helmets. I
No.
still laugh when I see bike helmets. It's like, what do they need that for?
Mm-hmm.
But I think we've taken too much responsibility away from kids.
Yes.
You know your family. Open the doors, let them go, see what happens. Well,
Hopefully, if you get in the wrong car, that parent's going to be like, "Oh, that's not my kid. Bye."
well, I'm sorry, but I do believe that Dazed and Confused had the right deal with the OTSS.
Yes.
Only the strong survive.
Ah.
And by God, you know what? Those kids that had the peanut allergies or they got in the wrong car, well, they just weren't going to make it anyway. So let's move on to the next group.
husband of a teacher. Hey, that didn't come out of my mouth.
Well,
But sometimes we think it, don't we? No.
yes.
Thank God our kids don't have any allergies. Oh, that'll be another episode.
Yeah, no kidding.
The wheels on the bus go to the ER.
Wheels on bus. Try to find an EpiPen. But no, it's the first day. I would think the other thing, and I can verify this from the complaint department over here, lunches.
Oh, everything we say, I'm just going to be like this, y'all. This is going to be my permanent pose in the.
First day lunches of kids not knowing their lunch numbers, not knowing their name, not knowing how to do anything, and which
Wait. Capri Sun. I know some of y'all just had like a stroke, right?
not being able to get the straw out, much less into the pouch.
All of y'all are like, I think my heart just Capri. Don't even say those 2 words ever again.
It's like the kids that couldn't open the milk carton, and it's like the arrow. It has an arrow pointing to the side you're supposed to open.
Those are awful.
Yeah, but you know what? You learn. You learn or you go hungry. That's the way it is. That's the way it should be. The way it, damn it, old school matters.
How many of you have gone to eat with your kids the first day of school, and they brought a thing called a Lunchable. So, it's this meal in a box, right? But it's got this plastic lid on it, and it's shoved inside this other box that's sealed with like super glue. Okay, just breathe. Just breathe. That was,
And they're not healthy, let's be honest.
for some of you, that
They're
wasn't
not
too long
healthy.
ago. Y'all, parents. Okay, we're parents. We're not blasting on parents. Teach your kids their name and teach them how to open their lunch. Holy moly.
Or what are some of the other things you have to help them with? Like ketchup packets?
Oh my gosh. Syrup.
So-
Yeah, oh, that's another podcast. I'm having PTSD. Oh my gosh.
Well, it's just,
oh my gosh.
it's the first day of school
Mhm.
lunch problems, because not only are you having to take 25 up to 25 kids or so, maybe even more, whose names you do not know.
Nope.
And
They
if
don't
they're kindergartners or first graders, maybe they've never been in this school, they don't know you, you don't know them, you have no idea what their knowledge base is, but now you have to take them to the cafeteria. And now, when I was a kid, like when I was in kindergarten, we paid for our lunches monthly, and you paid for it, and you couldn't. There wasn't an option. It's like everybody had to pay. Now, as I recall, it was $3.15 a month. But everybody had to take care of your own business.
Yeah.
And then when I got to the higher grades, you were responsible for your money. If you wanted to eat the school lunch, you best have the money in hand.
Yep.
Well, now they've changed it to where you have to know a number. Well, you got to find one. You got to
How
find the
many
right
of you know
kid.
your social security number? Put that in the comments. Versus how many kids know their lunch number?
And you got to hope that the parents put money in
Oh
their
my
account.
Gosh.
to-
And if they don't have money in their account,
and
they
it's
get
a cheese sandwich or a peanut butter and jelly,
and then they're crying because they don't have anything to eat.
because they didn't get the extra chocolate milk or whatever else.
Y'all, please tell your friends about this podcast. Okay, it's not
like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. Tell your friends. This is a place for us to be honest and to vent and to breathe and to be together as a community that is suffering at most times.
And the other thing that we would like is if you can like and subscribe, comment, because guess what? We don't just need a, hey, this is a great, or that's happy, or this is, no, give us your stories.
We want to know.
Send us your stories. We'll talk. You don't have to give us your name
or the school's. We won't use your school's name or your principal's name.
But tell us your horror stories, or if it's great, which, let's be honest, probably is not great.
We'll have a podcast one day about great things.
Yeah.
Later. Last day of school.
Oh, I've got some last day of school stories too.
Okay, so back on the lunches anyways. Yeah, so like in my day, parents, like my mom, would have to pay the school, and then we would get these little green tokens. And so the teachers would pass out these tokens to you if your parents paid for your lunch. And so you went to the cafeteria, you handed them your token, and then they knew you were getting lunch for that day. No numbers. Nothing.
Okay.
I remember.
We were a cash society. We had to deal with cash, and when I get to junior high, you could either bring your lunch, or you could go buy your lunch, but you also had the start of the vending machines showing up. Oh, and that's when Squirt came out. I still remember that. We used to drink Squirt.
Blech.
Yeah, now looking back, it's like, ooh, that was a bad choice.
Oh, well.
But, it is what it is.
But we also need that. We need stories of the older, how do you say this? The teachers of older students.
Yes.
No, the teachers of older students. Like all mine is elementary experience. So we need to hear from you. Like, what do you do? Our son is a sophomore in high school. And so every morning he packs his own lunch. I don't know what's in his lunch box. That's his problem. And he takes it to school. I don't have to worry. I never pay for school lunches because we're cheap. Because we're teachers.
No,
I'm a teacher.
It's because school lunches are really
But
crap
anyways,
now. But
I don't know what they do for school lunches because he always makes his lunch. So let us hear from you. about school lunches or your first day problems or car rider line. We
or
want to know.
anything. We'll try to give the subjects each week of what the following subject will, so you could send us your stories and information for that.
Yeah, for sure.
Speaking of which,
Yes.
the bell's about to ring here, so
Oh, time to
see
go.
what I did there? Yes.
So fun.
So the question is, what is the topic for next week? Where is the bus going to go next week?
Let's pause and edit the video to find out. So, join us on next week's episode of The Wheels on the Bus Go to the Classroom. We're going to talk about, what do you do for lesson planning, or what are you required to do for lesson planning? What do you put on your board, or what are you made to put on your board?
Or how do you decorate your room?
Ooh, decorations.
Or, as the husband, what kind of crap does your wife make you put up?
What kind of crap do you store over the summer in a closet in your house and in the garage?
How much have you personally spent on supplies for your classroom?
Maybe even, does your school district give you money for supplies? I don't know.
I don't know.
We need to find out from you.
I do know you can deduct up to $250 off your taxes for it, though.
In some places, I don't know.
No,
if
that's federal.
Oh, look at that, people. I hope you learned something today. Until next time,
We'll
this
see ya.
is The Wheels on the Bus. Bye.
Bye.
You didn't do your bell.
Oh, well, it sounded like crap.
That was fun.